Aloha! In this video, I'm going to share with you how to use Agentic AI to create a newsletter, a weekly newsletter email campaign from your own content, creative content, in your own creative voice, already inside your own email campaign manager. So you don't even have to click, drag, and drop. None of that. Does that sound exciting for you? Well, then you're in the right place. So, I don't know about you, but I do not like MailChimp. Sorry, MailChimp, but the interface has never been very intuitive for me, and dragging and dropping and changing all the things there takes a really long time. And now what I have discovered is that through using Agentic AI, I can use my voice to speak into my computer exactly what I need and desire, drag and drop any links, any images that might have to go in that email for any buttons, etc., and tell it exactly what I want the output to be within the constrictions or limitations of my desires, and it will create that specific email for me in my email campaign. Meaning, I just have to go to my campaign, email campaign, which I use MailerLite, and double check it, change anything if I need to, but it should all be fine. It even puts in the subject line. It even puts in which audience it is for me, and it can even put a preview text for me. So it's kind of ready to go. I just press test and then I can double check it and it's ready to be sent off. So that feels amazing to me because I've always had this frustration with emails, and now I can produce them really quick. And the way that I specifically do it, I have the Agentic AI look up my last week social media posts, and it will actually pull from last week's social media posts, excusez-moi, and put them, reuse them, repurpose them into my email campaign within the structure that I've told it, the outcome, specific outcome and structure that I have instructed it to do, which is super exciting. So this is what I'm going to show you. I'm going to show you the output, the emails that I have created, how I did it, and most of it I did just with speaking into my computer, giving it verbal directions. I didn't even have to type. I didn't even have to do a whole lot of clicking, which feels amazing. It really feels amazing how the technology is catching up with how I would prefer to be doing creative output. Okay, so before we get into that, a little introduction. My name is Chata van den Akker. I've been a solopreneur and creator since I'm 19 years old, about 20 years now, and tech was not where it is right now, but it finally, all of the frustrations that I have had with technology over the last 20 years as a creator and solopreneur are becoming really, really easy right now. So we can really have tech do the heavy lifting while we can stay in our creative zone of genius and double down on that. While the tech, the AI, is a tool, is our support system, is our team working in the back, that we can now have 10x10, output. We have more creative output, and I can spend more time in my creative zone of genius, which feels really exciting to me. And personally, I am a embodied alchemist coach and an emotional alchemy facilitator. I have been deep in the journey of AI for the last months, and I've had the honor to work with AI captains. I was a consultant, and I was supporting to develop their AI course for solopreneurs and creators, which that was great, but I was also a student of it. So everything that I'm showing you here, I learned how to do through this course. And just a moment ago, just a few months ago, I was afraid of AI. I didn't know about it. I didn't understand it. And now I understand it better. I understand how to use it as a tool to be sovereign over my technology versus giving my power away, versus giving my brain power, creativity away, but allowing this tool to enhance the creativity and my inner creative genius that's already here. So let's get into this. I want to show you what I created using Agentic AI. So over here, this is my email campaign, and I had it put this banner in, and here's the text. So I could speak this text in through using Whisper transcription into my computer. I touch a couple buttons, I speak it in, and it creates the text for me. It does all the spell checking, etc. You can see that some words are even bold here. I didn't have to bold those. I gave it specific instructions to bold certain words, important words from the text. I would actually like it to bold a few more, so I may change those instructions just a little bit. Then it creates the weekly wisdom drop. And so it comes with this text that it wrote out for me. I spoke this into the microphone, and then it created it for me, put it all in there. Thank you. And then I have 4 different pillars or categories of wisdom drops. So it pulled from my last week's posts, it pulled these 4 wisdom drops from each of these pillars. That's what I've instructed it to do. And if, for whatever reason, I did not post a post of one of these pillars or subjects, it actually goes back into my other files and pulls from my other posts and stories, older ones or different ones, so that it will fill these out fully. So I gave it those specific instructions. Now I also gave it the instruction that it has a little sub-headline, if you'd like, and subtitle, and that is no more than 100 words. And I think I might make it shorter in the future, maybe about 50 to max 70 words, just to keep them a bit more concise. So there we go. And then I had another project that I was working on. So this is a sacred invitation, and I just gave it the image. I gave it I just copy and pasted the whole event copy of this particular event, and said, hey, from this event copy that we had already created, instead of recreating the wheel, I said, create an invitation with all the important information in it that's about 100 or maybe it was 150 words. Can't remember the specifics. And then it created this. I gave it the link, and it created the button, put the link in there for me. So it's all done. Perfect. Thank you. And that was that. And so now, what else is possible? Okay, right now I've been working on another one where I have it embed my newest YouTube video in there, and it also created some images that I put in there and some other links, and I just told it what to do. I gave it the information, and now do it and fill it out while I go make a cup of tea for myself, while I'll go and dance or take a moment in the sun, whatever that looks like for me. So that feels really great. What else could you do? There is so much that's possible. So I hope your mind is starting to tick right now, because this is what it looks like for my business, but what would that look like for your business? It could, for example, pull on your calendar and look at your all up and coming events, and it could create from the copy from the events that are already in your calendar and create curiosity posts and invitations that come into your weekly newsletter. And it could also pull from the transcription of your last event and create a summary and share with your public, with your people, how that event went and how awesome it was. Maybe that file has some photos and it could create a little gallery, a sliding gallery for you, etc. There's so many ways you could utilize this. We could even embed your newest social media posts within this weekly calendar. You could tell it to create a little Calendly booking calendars if they want to do a 15-minute discovery call with you. Whatever it may be, you can instruct it to do it. Make sure you have all of the information easy to find, and it creates it for you. Less clicking, so you can spend more time in your zone of creative genius. So this is a tool, an assistant, a help, a teammate, right? So you can supercharge your life. All right. What else do I want to add here? So now I want to show you a little bit of the behind the scenes of what it looks like when I created it. So this is my VS Code with Claude Code. Please do not allow this to overwhelm you. You learn this really easily through the AI Captain's course that we've created. I had no idea what this was. The first time I saw it, I was like, I don't know. I don't know how to write code, and I understand it now. So here we go. I created a Claude skill within here, which is called draft newsletter, which means there is a specific file where I told it specific instructions that when I put in this command, it will start to do those specific instructions with those specific limitations, with the specific requirements that I asked it to do. So now it says, hey Chata, let's draft this week's weekly alchemy email, the one you just saw. I need a few pieces from you before I start writing. Here is what I need. So I actually programmed it, and this I did again by talking to my computer through the microphone. I instructed it to ask me these 5 questions before it starts building. So it says, introduction, what's your opening message this week? The warm personal intro that sets the tone. What's your wisdom drop? What's the invitation or gift? Because I always have an invitation or gift in each email. What is the image I would like to include? And what is the CTA button and link? So it's asked me this question, which is supportive to me, how my brain works. All right, let me get all of that information there. So for example, what this looks like is using this transcription application. I am now recording, as you see, my voice. Okay, for the introduction, please talk about the year of the fire horse and how we might be seeing a lot of things coming up to be burnt. And it is important that we do not identify what is being burnt at the moment, but just making space, acceptance to feel what needs to be felt, so we can allow everything to burn away as we are stepping forward to this newer version of ourselves, newer frequency to ourselves. So I stopped that and it recorded me. Perfect. It even copied it for me, so all I have to do is paste it right here, and now it knows this is my instructions, right? And then I take that away. So easy. And then I can do the same for the wisdom drop, which I could add, and the invitation or gift, etc. The image I can just drop into here, and the CTA button. So I'm going to do all of that here just as an example, and then I'm going to show you what it says. Alright, so I just voiced and then copied and pasted or just pasted actually because it copies for me, the transcription into here with answering these questions, and now it's thinking for me and it's going to make a plan. And here in a moment, since I have this in plan mode, it will ask me what it wants to do, and I can then execute the plan or change it. Alright, so I put in all of the information of what I wanted, and went ahead and looked at all of my files, I looked at all my social media posts for the last week and started to create a plan. And then it says over here, the plan is ready. Here's a quick summary. Oh, wait a moment. Just by the way, while it was making a plan, I went to the bathroom, hydrated. I made myself a really nice salad bowl. And then I came back to my computer and it said, hey, here's the plan. So I'm going to check out what the plan is. It went into Notion. This is where I have my social media information. And it looked for the 4 pillars. It did all of the work for the instructions that I asked it to do. And this is the plan that it has created for me. Okay, let's see. It will pull from my last social media posts. If they can't find social media posts for every pillar, it will pull from my other files, which I instructed it to do. It created 4 auto-generate 4 subject lines, so I've instructed it to do so. I've also instructed it to also always have the name, as you see over here, your weekly alchemy. Your weekly alchemy is always what it's called, and then I said, 4 to 5 words after that of a magnetic title subject line that is in alignment with the theme of the email. And so it will suggest that, and I can change it or iterate it, or maybe I have a better subject and I'll just do that. And then it drafts the email content. So it follows the framework of the skill MD. That's the instructions I already gave it through using Claude Skills. And it's going to write the instructions. It's going to use the image. It's going to do all the wisdom drops. As I mentioned, the invitation is to my TikTok channel, which I asked it to do. And the CTA, come say hi to my TikTok. It has it all done. Then it's going to save the draft. It's going to build it using HTML. And it's going to create the email. And when it's done, it's going to show the final email content to me in the screen, the subject line, preview text, and the CTA. And then it will actually give me the link right here in this terminal for me to just see it in my email campaign manager so I can send myself a test. At the moment, it can't do that just yet. And then I can send it off, which is amazing, right? And alrighty, and then here I can just say yes, auto accept, and if I do that, it will just start doing everything that it says. If there is something in the plan I didn't like, I would just say, okay, let's do everything that way, but please do, change the plan here or there. So I'm gonna say, now I'm gonna say stop, because I already created my weekly email. I don't have to do that right now. And that is that. So again, I'm going to show you the outcome here. Here's the outcome of those instructions. Yeah. And again, this is about being sovereign over your technology. How the world is going AI, whether you like it or not. And as creator and solopreneurs, this is an amazing chance for us, especially as a solopreneur, before you have the bandwidth or perhaps the financials or the time and space to actually have human team members. You can use AI to support your business, to support that growth, to support that quantum leap in your business, right? And using it as a support system to support you. Not about giving your creativity away, your brain power away, but understanding how to use it as a tool specifically and uniquely for your business, your desired output. What you saw here was specifically catered uniquely to my output. If this is interesting to you, then please check out the AI Captains course. We have that available right now. You can check out either the link or DM me wherever you're seeing this. Let me know. And as well, if you want support on this, if you want some one-on-one consultation, I can support with that too. So just reach out to us, and let's get your business AI charge. Don't get left behind, right? While the whole world is understanding that we're going to agentic AI, that's where the world is moving towards. Don't get left behind doing things the old way, the slow way, the frustrating way, the caveman way, when we have faster ways to create now, so we can stay in our creative zone of genius. Yes, yes, yes. All right. Wishing you a beautiful day.